Hello Capricorn, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane and we're going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Capricorn for the month of October. Now Capricorn, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Capricorn, I am not offering personal readings and I will not be offering personal readings for the foreseeable future. So if someone messages you and says that they're offering readings, that is not me. That is somebody who is trying to scam you. So please do keep that in mind. I also do daily content on my Instagram. So if that's your thing, definitely give me a follow there. But with all of that said, let's go ahead and get into this reading. Now, if this message resonates, please do consider hitting that like button so other people can see the video. Subscribe for future updates and drop a comment. Let me know what you think. Also want to say I'm very grateful to the people donating down below. Thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it. Let's see what else we have here for you, Capricorn. All right, let me make sure everything is in view and we'll get right into this for you. Looks like a really nice ending here and a really nice month for you for the most part, Capricorn. So love to see that. I think that looks good enough to me. Energy on the bottom, the Empress, really nice. Some of you are stepping up some level of abundance. You're moving up the abundance ladder, if you will. And remember, I do want to point out that abundance is just your ability to receive. So that can be money, it can be material situations, but it can also mean whatever it is that you're looking to attract, okay? And having that sort of abundance mindset. Now the Empress, with that, the reason why I'm saying that is the Empress is the most abundant card in the tarot. You actually have the two most abundant cards coming in here for October, so it looks amazing for you. This is also somebody who is feminine. It's like feminine energy. It's the mother archetype. We all have feminine energy. We all have masculine and feminine, so just keep that in mind. Mother archetype, it's someone who, it's somebody who nurtures something about their path. Whether that be children or, nurtures their children or their job or, an opportunity that's coming in, something like that, taking that sort of approach. You can see that they're holding the Venus symbol. Venus is the planet of luxury and wealth. It is love and romance, but it's also luxury and wealth. Not too many people recognize that about Venus. So at any rate, this looks amazing. So right away in the middle, you have the Ace of Cups. This is some sort of new beginning that either makes you happy. This is like happy new beginnings is really what the Ace of Cups is all about. It's your cup overflowing, good emotions coming in. And you know what? You have the Ten of Cups as well in the future. So there's some sort of like windfall of happiness coming in for you. And this could be like, it could be the start of a new relationship for you, Capricorn, with the Ace of Cups. A lot of people read it that way. But really, it could just be the start of something new that makes you happy, okay? Not everyone's going to be here for love. Not everyone's going to be here for career and finance. Whichever way you look at it, there's a new start coming. And I really like to see that for you. And it looks like it's going to be abundant in its sort of nature. And so, yeah, it looks very good. Now, towards the beginning of the month, either beginning of October or maybe end of September here, you have the Tower, the Moon, and the High Priestess. Beginning of the month starts off with a challenge, okay? And that's okay because it's never a straight line from point A to point B. And the thing is, this is a feared moment in the tarot, but the Tower, you should never be afraid of any of these cards. And the same is true for the Tower. Really what this does is it exposes illusions, okay? This is something that is maybe a false belief, okay? This is like, for example, living in the House of Cards and the House of Cards collapsing. The reality is the universe is stepping in here and saying, we're gonna go ahead and change something up for you because it's not working. And if you really think about it, that's actually the greatest thing that can happen sometimes, because who wants to live in a House of Cards, right? And so remember, the Tower always leads you to the star, and it always leads you to a new part of your path. And sometimes I see that coming in here for you with the Ace of Cups into the Eight of Pentacles diagonal. For me, this Tower is not doom and gloom, okay? Now you may have a different take on this, but that's what I am reading this as. Now the Moon here in the past is something not being as it appears. This is very much illusion energy, okay? Something being exposed here with the Tower and the Moon, no doubt about it. This is the real deal, okay? What is it that you are not feeling 100% certain of? What is it that you know in the back of your mind isn't working out for you? That's what this Tower Moon moment is talking about, where it's sort of asking you to be honest with yourself and asking you to really see something. And what's interesting here is it gets even more crazy because you can see the water symbolism here being repeated. And so, you know, the High Priestess can indicate like hidden knowledge coming to the surface. It can indicate secrets. It can indicate anything to do with intuition or feminine energy. But I also want to point out all 3 cards are major arcana, meaning that this is kind of big. Okay, this is kind of big. There's something here in this beginning of the month that, or maybe towards the end of September, something like that, that is going to be a real sort of like a revelation for you, where you're like, wow, I need to really look at this and analyze this. And what I really like here is that you are going to do just that, okay? You have this really amazing quadrant, Ace of Cups, 10 of Cups, 8 of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, that looks really good for you in your future, so do keep that in mind. So you have in your current situation, or I'm sorry, in the middle of the month, the 5 of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, and the Page of Pentacles. So we have that new beginning coming in, new happiness arriving, but we also here have this Page of Pentacles, which is potentially a new job offer or a new material career offer, something like that. Some sort of good news around the material coming in. There may have just been like a sudden shock. There may have been a shock in the beginning of the month, but then you have this page coming in and saying, no, 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 we're good, we got this. This is going to work out. And this page is also reminding you to be studious and intelligent and academic in your pursuit of whatever it is that you're working on here with this Ace of Cups. What are the structures and routines that you can put in place that will help you work through this situation is what I would ask you. You have this 5 of Pentacles as well above. For some of you, you could be very concerned about finances here in this month ahead. And the thing about the 5 Pentacles in that upper row, to me, it typically signifies a scarcity mindset, okay? Not necessarily losing a job, but more so the mindset that you have, thinking that it's doom and gloom or thinking that there's not enough coming in. But I sigh because if you really sit down and think hard about this, there's an infinite number of money, infinite number of dollars available in the universe. You just have to keep your thoughts positive and meet those thoughts and those words with action, and you will be just fine. This will all work out. And so in the future, you have the Hermit, the 10 of Cups, and the 8 of Pentacles. Look, the Hermit here with the Page of Pentacles, some of you maybe are in academia, okay? Some of you are maybe students, some of you are maybe studying something. The Hermit's also somebody who's self-mastering, or is all about self-mastery. They're mastering something in their life. They're also traveling the universe and thinking about like what's best for them, what are the messages that are coming up in their internal guidance system. And so I definitely like to see that. Some of you, just relying on knowledge that you have or building knowledge in the future or towards the end of the month in October here. Now you have this 10 of Cups, 8 of Pentacles. Amazing. This 10 of Cups is the full manifestation of the suit of Cups here. To get the Ace of Cups, Empress, and the 10 of Cups, I do feel like you have some of you have a really strong family situation, or you're meeting somebody who's a really strong partner or potential spouse or something like that. But this is abundance, because one of the most abundant cards in the tarot, one of the happiest cards in the tarot, the 2 people on the bench own the home behind them. It can indicate shared resources or family energy or something like that. You also have this 8 of Pentacles. This is the talent card. This says that you have some sort of gift, skill, talent, or ability that keeps you well provided for. And so there's good movement forward. There's positive movement forward, which is implied with the 8 of Pentacles as well in the future. So let's see what else we have here. Let's start to clarify. If you're enjoying this, please do hit that like button and subscribe. It really helps my channel grow. There's also a bell below this video, which will turn on post notifications. And lastly, Capricorn, I really appreciate you being here. Thank you for spending your time with me, and I hope things are going well for you. So let's see what else we get here. Let's see what Oracle cards want to come forward and clarify this situation for us. All right. Okay, you have Radha, Soul Flame, rediscover a lost part of yourself, experience relationship harmony and healing. For some of you, that's what's going on here with this Ace of Cups, Ten of Cups, Empress. Like, you're either fixing something in a family situation, or you're meeting somebody who just feels right for you, feels good for you, something like that going on here in this month ahead. It looks very nice for that. Diana, focused intention. Think about what you desire, set your sights high, expect the best possible outcome. Always like that message, to expect good outcomes instead of negativity. And then you have Paul the Venetian, experiencing grace, share gifts with grace, waves of inspiration and love are coming to you. So some of you are skilled, some of you are maybe even artists or artisans, something like that going on. Let's see what else, let's see what other messages want to come forward here. Okay, recovery. Yeah, look, there's shock in the all at the beginning of this month is going to be short-lived, I do feel like. And you have, if you believe, so you have this other message here of just staying, keeping your thoughts high, setting your sights high, and expecting the best possible outcomes. The other thing with the moon, which I didn't mention, is that it is a temporary situation. And then you have this, it's up to you. Look, you are running, you're steering the ship here, okay? You're in charge of your life, whether someone else likes it or not. And that's what I feel like you're coming to an understanding of here in this month ahead. So this looks really good. This looks very, very good. Let's see what else we have. Let's pull some additional tarot cards and see what wants to come forward here. All right. Seven of Pentacles, Two of Swords, and the Seven of Cups. So the Seven of Cups and the High Priestess, you're maybe having a hard time trusting your intuition, trusting your internal guidance system here. And I would really challenge you to look at why that might be. I would trust your gut, okay? Because there's some sort of confusing situation here. I feel like the other thing about that moon card is it can mean that emotionally charged situations or emotions being on high, and that might be what's going on right now for you. You have this Two of Swords as well, which is potentially this feeling of being blindfolded, being in a crossroads. You can't really see the way out, but you know what's happening is making you uncomfortable here in the beginning of the month. And I do feel like sometimes discomfort is a part of the experience here on Earth, and sometimes discomfort can pave the way towards acquiring comfort, or acquiring a better situation for ourselves. And that's what I feel like maybe is happening here for you. Seven of Pentacles with the Tower, something long term, maybe cracks being exposed. And showing you that maybe there's something else that needs to happen, or something else that needs to come in. So you have the Two of Pentacles, you have the Nine of Wands, and the Ten of Pentacles. Amazing. So you now have three major cards of abundance with the Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Cups, and the Empress coming in with the Page of Pentacles as well. Some offer here. You may get some offer in this month that you're like, wow, this comes with more money than I thought, or I was not expecting to be offered this much. Especially if you're in the United States right now. If you're looking for a job, there's an abundance of jobs, and people are spending more money on employees right now because of the Great Resignation. So some of you are maybe getting an offer that comes with more than you expected, or some of you, there's family money. There's money being passed through generations here. You can see the grandfather and then the children, indicating shared resources, family resources, money being passed through generations. Something like that going on, potentially an inheritance or something here in view with this Page of Pentacles. Nine of Wands, really telling you to keep going, to keep persevering, especially with that Ace of Cups. If love has not come into your life just yet, just keep moving. Okay, keep moving forward, keep doing your thing, and that will naturally enter. Nine of Wands says you're almost at the finish line. And that Two of Pentacles is just doubling down on this Ten of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles situation where there's new money coming in. There's a change in your financial situation that's happening. Now, I will tell you that Five of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles combination is typically not great. It can mean a negative change in finances, but the thing is, under the surface, which is what this lower row is all about, the subconscious, what you can't see, you have the Ten of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. So there may be a temporary upheaval around that, but you're also massively abundant. And so I do want to point that out to you. You have that Five of Swords, Devil, and the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, So here's the dealio here, Capricorn. Knight of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. There's a financial event arriving, and this upheaval is going to be, you're going to look back and think like, wow, like why was I struggling so much with that? Because there's a major situation coming in that looks good for you. Okay, this Knight of Pentacles is someone who's charging in on their horse, handing you a pentacle, handing you an opportunity, some sort of financial event arriving, and it looks very good. Now, there could be a dispute in the family. For some of you, this is not going to resonate with everyone, but there could be a dispute either with family money or an inheritance. And someone could be trying to win at all costs there with that Five of Swords. And at the end of the day, what you're going to do with the Hermit under that is you're going to return to self. And you're going to say, okay, am I doing the right thing here? Or is this person, do they have karma coming for them? Is what I feel like is going on. And this will have a quick resolution. This challenge here in the beginning of the month is going to resolve quickly, okay? That's what I feel like is happening. So let's see what else we get. Let's pull some additional cards here. Okay, marriage, interesting. Privileged lady, community, false person, unexpected income, thief, wow. Two challenging cards there. There's a family situation happening. Thief and false person is really challenging cards. Well, here's the deal. I don't see any other indications of divorce, separation, cheating. So I don't really feel like that's what's happening. I feel like there's a family dispute with thief and false person. And, maybe somebody doesn't like your marriage partner, or maybe somebody, I don't know. I'm getting some really strange messages here, but I do feel like at the end of the day, some of you, not everybody, but some of you have a strong partner to fall back on. And I do feel like that's going to help you through these changes and through these trying times. But the trying times are not going to last very long. For you, you have this unexpected income, 10 of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, and the Empress. I mean, that is major. And the changes that you're experiencing look good for the future with distant horizons. So I really like this. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe, check out my website, zaneintuitive.com. I will see you in the next one.